Good afternoon, everybody. I really appreciate everybody watching. You can subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. It's up to you guys. I'm not going to put anything up there about asking people for all these subscriptions or anything. If you want to, you can. If you don't have to. But, so the main thing on this, I never ran this with the stock motor. So the first thing I did was put the Quick Run Fusion Pro. Then this is a Flash Hobby 45 kg. This is the quietest servo I've ever ran, and I've only been doing this for about half a year, so I haven't ran many servos, maybe 6, 8 maybe. But this is by far the quietest. Whether it's going to have the power on the trail and on the rocks, we'll have to see. But it did pretty good yesterday. Pardon me. So yesterday, if you heard on the video all that popping, what that was I had the shocks up here were mounted at this very last hole underneath the body hoops, body mount. So I had it up under there, and what was happening was the tire was hitting the springs, and it was pulling all this up constantly, just popping it up and down, up and down, up and down. So I moved those forward a little bit. And I raised them up just to hopefully get it a little bit lower and a little bit so it's not catching the wheels. And I might have to adjust the endpoints a little bit. I think I may have had the endpoint set a little too far, but it was where the servo quits whining at you. So if it's not yelling at you, then it's usually pretty good. So I got it to where it was yelling at me, then I backed off just a hair, but it was still hitting the shock springs there. So anyway, Rock Pirates shock mounts front and rear, the aluminum spacers, body mounts, and then the sliders are also Rock Pirates bumpers, so that's a really low profile, but it's a lot wider than the chassis is, so I had to put some spacers in there. So it's only attached by one screw, so it does pivot, so it's not optimal. But then one of the other issues that I'm going to have to address is when it compresses. I don't know if we're going to see this, but the panhard bar hits the top of the axle, hits the pumpkin housing. So that's as low as it can go right there. It can travel up a lot, but when it comes down, it hits. So I have them on order, but I have the high clearance links. They're just not here yet, so I haven't got those on. So that's another issue I have to address. I guess it's like that from factory. Also, I noticed a bunch of metal shavings, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. And it's on both of the front wheels, but it's only the front wheels, so there's a lot of metal shavings up in there, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. Oh, yeah, I do. Right there on the wheel. So the wheel, oh wow, look at that. So I might have to get some spacers to push these wheels out a little bit farther, because it's hitting the steering track arm right there. That's exactly what's happening. I bet it's doing it on both sides of it too. So yeah, you can see there's a groove. It's been carving out a groove all around those wheels. Huh. These are 1.9 wheels, just like the ones that came on it. Same size and everything. Anyway, back to the wheels. These are SSD wheels in bronze. And Jake Concepts landmines. And I have the SSD brass inserts in it. So I really like brass inserts because it keeps the weight at the lowest point possible, which is optimal. Got the Trio front and rear brass diff covers. So for brass, that's it. That's all I have is just the diff covers and the wheels, the wheel rings, and that's it. But, let's put the body clips on this thing and we'll give it a run down by the lake. It's harder than the one up by the house here. So we're going to take it down there by the lake and see what happens. So let's get some body clips on this. And yeah, I know I haven't taken off the protective cover on this yet, but because I'm trying to keep it nice for as long as possible, but I will pull it off. Eventually. Maybe not now, but eventually. Sorry about the finger in the lens. This is the worst thing about RCC are these things, these body clips. I hate these body clips. I guess I got spoiled because my first truck was a Traxxas that had the clipless body mounts and everything on it, which is really nice. Everybody should be doing that. Not just Traxxas, but yeah, I didn't turn it on. Get in here and turn it on. There we go. Okay, let's get this guy down on the ground. If anybody's interested in these license plates like this right here, the one place I found, pretty much the only place I found that has done detailed license plates like that is it's called rcplateshop.com. So if you guys want real skill license plates, customizable, that's the place to go. That Pro is just a thing of beauty. That hands down is the nicest motor I've ran yet. Super smooth. I don't think I'm going to have too many problems with this guy because he doesn't have the bumper issues. We'll find out. Drag brake on that is just wonderful. problems at all. All the way down now. Back. Rolled it in the lake there. That would have been bad. Right out of here. Tires are all nasty now. Ew. So far, this is by far the best truck I have right now. Performance-wise on the rock. This thing's going fantastically well. Sorry about the camera. This thing doesn't care what's in its way. It rolls right over it. There was the first instance of bumper. Yeah, bumper hit. Right there. The bumper's sticking out just a little too far in the wheels. Let's see if we can get an angle on it here. There we go. There it is. is just super fun to drive though, because that engine or that motor is so smooth. It's not an engine, it's a motor. Sorry. So smooth. So much control. So far, I really like this. Making that clicking noise now. Flow control with that Fusion Pro is just wonderful. I could drive this thing all day long. portal axles on this would be a benefit. It seems to get hung up on the pumpkin there a little bit. Not horrible, but portal axles would definitely help. That Fusion Pro, that's where it's at. Holy cow. That is a thing of beauty. Get the camera pointed down so you guys can see what's going on. That's where we'll call it quits right there. Without falling in the lake. No problem with getting up out of that. Alright. There it is. Thanks for watching.